Hi guys, it's Topher and welcome to Oxygen Not Included. It's a colony sim game similar to Rimworld or Prison Architect. And we're just going to jump right in. It's going to generate a world just, a lot like the other games, of course. We're going to give that a moment. And boom, we have people to choose from. So, they very much like the people in Rimworld have detriments and boons, depending on what you want to do here. For instance, here there's diver's lung, which is really good. It reduces the amount of of gas they need to live, like oxygen that they need to live per second. So that's real good. However, there's stuff like biohazard, which is nasty, and irritable, which isn't terrible, and flatulence is pretty bad actually. I have about 30 minutes worth of experience playing this game progression-wise. However, I've had to try to record this episode multiple times due to video and audio issues. So I have about 2 hours or maybe 3 hours worth of actual gameplay experience over that 30 minutes. So that's a bit different. Anyway, we do have some pretty decent colonists here. They're not terrible. We've got a little creativity for decoration. We've got athletics for movement and power generation, and digging for speed of which we can make the colony grow. So that's alright. Everybody seems pretty good other than this biohazard thing. So, I guess I'm going to go ahead and go with it though, just because I don't think it's that big of a deal. Though I do kind of want to get rid of this, so we're going to shuffle this guy and hope we can get somebody with decent athletics who doesn't have just the worst. Alright, no, that's actually real good. So we can do that. Alright, let's change this name maybe. You wanna maybe do that? Maybe nothing too fancy or nothing, just Topherville or something, no. Tophopia? Maybe wanna try that? Oops, I can't actually type today. It's a thing. It's not a thing that everyone can do every day. It's one of those skills that comes and goes, the ability to type. Alright, so here we are. We are officially, in it. To win it. No, we're probably not gonna do that. Alright, so we pause so that we can take a quick look around, see what resources we have available to us. Water does not seem to be a thing that we have a ton of. We can check it out to make sure that I'm wrong there. Oh dear God, there's not a lot of water. That seems... Oh, there's some water, thank you. That's getting scary. Alright, I thought we were just gonna have to play this for an episode and a half and die. But, let's just begin getting stuff done here. So I guess we have to dig out, and we will first dig, let's look where we can... Okay, this is perfect, here we go. We'll dig down here, and then across here, and then maybe we'll see what happens after that. Oh, we forgot to click dig on their first couple tiles. I'm a stupid jackass. Excuse me? Did I not click the dig command? Okay. Well, that was dumb of me. Why don't we just connect the dots here. Alright, so they're going to dig that out. This is going to take a few seconds. We're going to speed that up just a little bit. Let them get that done for us. And then what's going to happen is they're going to run out of the ability to reach where they need to go. So we're going to need to give them a little assistance in that situation. And then we're going to get them to build us one of these. Now that they have some raw materials to build and create things with, they can build these ladders and then build a storage container to hold the extra raw materials that they have to create with. Look at those little guys go. We have Cecil, Otto, and I can't read your name right now because Cecil is a fat bastard in the way. Ah, Seth. So I have all dudes, I assume. Because sometimes you get one that looks, very, very dude-like, who has a lady name. So, I don't know if that's a, butch lady situation, or if it's, an unfortunate naming. You know, some people's parents don't love them, and they name them terrible things. So you never know. They could just have a lack of parental love and care. Well, technically they have no parents. They are being printed from this creepy machine here, from their genetic pattern. So that's, you know, technically I'm their parent. Apparently I didn't love them. Which I don't. They are my slaves. Anyway. Alright, let's see here. We're going to keep laddering on down because they need to be able to reach their stuff. Oh, did I not click ladder? Am I incompetent? Don't answer that question. We all know that the obvious answer to that is yes. Alright, well, you know what we could do about that naming situation, though, is if you guys wanted to leave me some tips, leave me a few jokes, or maybe just tell me that I'm terrible in the comments, I will happily add your name to a hat and choose those names to rename these little dudes after you so that you can join and become my slaves. No, I'm kidding. We'll be friends. We'll be friends. We'll be slaves. We'll be friends. We'll just work together. You know, work together. I mean, you could still call me Massa if you want, but we'll work together. Alright, so we are digging our asses off. I think we probably, let's see if we have enough. We do, in fact. That's real good. But what we need to do before we do that, I think, is give ourselves a little bit more room to work with, a little bit more room to survive. I'm a little bit concerned about this situation because it's a vacuum and therefore unbreathable air. We need to check out our overlays. Okay, see, yeah, this would actually be a big problem. We're going to cancel. I'm glad I noticed that. I'm kind of a moron, apparently. Let me just cancel that so that you guys don't murder us all. Alright, so let's dig out this instead. And maybe... Oh, you know what? We'll go back and cancel that in a minute. Maybe we go out this far. I don't know if I should go out this far yet, but it doesn't seem like it's a big deal. We'll do it. We'll do it. Alright, cancel. Alright, little dudes. Handle that situation for me. Also, I need to make sure, did I do this thing with the thing? Did I tell it to store the things? Oh, I'm still in the auction overlay, so why did I just keep inside there like I'm completely insane? Alright, yeah, no, it does everything we need it to do. Alright, good. So, diggity dig 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 dug. Real nice. Alright, so they're handling that. We're going to give them another ladder so that they can make sure that they can reach everything. Just in case. And then, they should run back up here and put some of that stuff in storage. We may need to tell them to sweep it up because it's starting to become kind of a problem down there, don't you think? Alright. I have a bad habit of just kind of pausing when I need to make decisions. It's, you know, it helps me stay alive in the beginning here where I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. I mean, again, I do have some experience of playing the game, but these games take a lot of experience to learn all the ins and outs, I think, and kind of really figure everything out. I really wish this wasn't a vacuum because that would be super helpful to me because there's a lot of copper here, but I did get a little bit of copper out of it before I, you know, it became too much of a problem. What we can do, though, is we can fix that problem by, you know, other things a little bit later. Really needing to get this digging done, though, so that we'll have the room necessary to continue to expand our situation. You know what, actually, let's go ahead and tell them to dig just a little bit further, because I think what we're going to do is kind of almost abandon this as a platform that we use that much. So we'll get them to dig us out a new one. So we are going to go ahead and speed that up, because it's the only command I'm going to give them at the moment. So I'll know what they're going to be doing is pretty much just this. Good for their digging skill levels, I guess. It'll make them a little bit quicker in the future at getting us dug out. I'm so sorry that it's unbreathable under here, guys. I'm real sorry about that. We're gonna fix it. I actually promise you. Is there any algae in... Oh, God. Okay, well, that also could be an issue. If we find none of that, that could be a problem. Oh, there's some up there. Dang it, really? Oh. Well, let's see here. Is there any down here at all? Like, we're not gonna... Alright, we're gonna have to go up there and get that, I think. Alright, guys, that's not a problem. That's not a problem, right? No, that's not a problem. It's a challenge. Just a slight challenge in our world here. So we'll dig it up. I mean, ladder it up. And then dig it out. So, dig it out. And of course there'll need to be ladder all the way up to here-ish. Sorry about that unbreathable situation down there, you guys. We're gonna fix it. We're getting it. We're gonna get on to that. We do have this situation here producing some oxygen for us, which is really nice. It's oh wait, my ooh. Well, I'm gonna destroy one a little bit there, but I don't know if all of this. Okay, all of this. Yeah, it's all right. That algae is real important to us. And now we have all this oxalite producing for us. However, I probably shouldn't have opened that because I think it degrades over time. Once it's quote-unquote active. Yeah, it does. So, you know, once it's uncovered, it starts producing oxygen. However, you know, it also does that situation for us. But, I think it's okay. Yeah, I know it's unbreathable down here, but this oxalite is producing lots of gas, so what's going to happen is that the oxygen, because there's no room anywhere for it else to go, it will come out of here and flow like a fluid down into here, and it will become more breathable. Unfortunately, because the bottom layer here is for them, and it's a bit of an issue. But what we can do here is we can create one of these. However, there really won't be anywhere for this to go. What we need to do is build something a bit lower for this bad gas to flow into. Opening this entire area might be a bad idea, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. Why? Because I don't know. That's why. If we die, you know, we die. But I don't think we're going to die. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Oh, okay, well, I mean, just falling asleep in the bad gas seems... It's not like the best idea, but alright, you're gonna do it, apparently. Yeah, I'm not gonna... There's no red alert situation necessary at the moment. We just need you to maybe not fall asleep on the ground. But alright, I mean, we're running... The night will be over very shortly, and then we'll just continue... There we go, see? We'll just continue to handle this. There's a vacuum that we're about to pop, which we just did. So what I'm hoping will happen is that the carbon dioxide will come down, since it's there first, and it will fill this area. And as it fills the air, the oxygen that now has room will fill this unbreathable section. Do I know that that's going to happen? Nope. No, I do not. Do I hope that that will happen? Yes, yes, I do. So what we'll do, I guess, is go ahead and construct this situation here, and then grab ourselves, let's see, I believe it's under furniture here. Yep, there we go. Then we'll grab ourselves some beds down on this end. And then that way, everybody's constructing the things that we need. Oh, right, and also a toilet, so that's an issue as well. We need restrooms. Restroom. How and where and shall we do the restroom? You know what, in this case, what I think should happen with the restroom, and this may seem insane, but we're going to try it out, is we're going to go to restroom, which I think is under plumbing. Yeah, here we go. And we're going to do that, and then we're going to have these little dudes dig out this section here. This is, what is this again? Hold on, let me check this out. Alright, it is breathable, but not a lot breathable. So we're going to have it dug out. Because we're not, what we're going to do is we're not going to use this section for much at the moment, I don't think. So we're going to dig out this section and hope that Oh wait, not both of those, just one of those actually. So let's cancel that. Well, wow, can I like learn to click things properly? Thank you. Alright, bathroom is up, so people can go to the potty. Yeah, they sure can. Well, I mean, it's there. Stop whining about needing to potty, just go potty. There you go. No, it's not super private, but, you know. Alright, and then we're gonna go over here and build a storage compactor here. That's why I wanted that piece right there. And what we're gonna have to hope is that the storage compactor will grab that contaminated dirt, and any contaminated dirt gas will come down here into this section for now. I've got a dig order that I didn't mean to create there. Alright, so now we have beds, and we have a generator there. Wow, the name for that just popped right out of my brain. Good work, brain. You're doing fantastic today. Alright, so then we go over here to power, and we want to set up some tiny batteries, because otherwise the little dude, which you can tell is going to have to run here, will have to waste an enormous amount of his own physical energy, because he produces way more power than we're going to be using, and I want to store some of that in these little dudes so that everything is hunky-dory. And then we want to create food production, but before food production can really be a thing, we need water. There's quite a bit of water here, lots more water here. Well, actually, it looks like about double, right? Yes, about double. So this is about double this. I mean, the other way. Flip that, reverse it. It's fine. All right. So we'll dig this out. We'll dig down to that situation. Do a double wide here for convenience, and also I feel like people will want it to be double wide for breathing purposes as well as just comfort as they have to go down there all the time. The gas in here, let's check that out, is, you know, it's not fantastic. It's not the worst ever, though, and hopefully with some help from some other situations that we'll be creating in the future here, we can fix that without too much trouble. So then we're going to need to ladder it up down there. So let's go here, let's turn off this overlay, and then I will eventually start using hotkeys at some point, but I won't make any promises. Progress? I also probably won't make any of that either. But I won't make any promises as to me doing that, because I'm often lazy when it comes to key usage. Mostly because I swear my fingers have a mind of their own, and they sometimes just don't do what I tell them to. It's a complex thing, where I'm a moron. You know, it's fine. We have insufficient oxygen generation. Of course we have insufficient oxygen generation. I'm not actually generating any except for what's coming out of this lovely ore up here. Thank fuck for that stuff, right? So as we pull all that up, and then we need to just determine who, you know, runs and stuff and do all that stuff, but we need a power usage first. So what we also need to do while everybody is doing that is go ahead and get food generation kind of created so it's ready. So I think I'll go ahead and get that made up so it's ready and wire it up so that, of course, is also ready. Y'all are connected, right? Oh, it has to. Come on. Okay, well, I'm not seeing a wire form there. Oh, there we go. I just didn't click drag. Okay, so again, have some experience playing the game. Did not play it for a day or so as well because I was frustrated with my recording problems. So I decided to just give it all a break for a minute. You know how it sometimes is. You just give a problem a moment or two to process them all over in your brain. And alright, so we have to get a little bit more ladder situation going on so people can get down here to the water. There's no air down here, and I'm real sorry about that, you guys. Hoping to fix that. Again, give me a little bit of time. Give me a little bit of time. So what I can do now is I can make one of these little guys. Pop it right there. What I don't think is a thing I can do. Let me check, though. Oh, open up windows and doing all kinds of things down here. Sorry about that, you guys. I want to be able to full screen this whole situation so that stuff can't happen, but the problem is that I was having some difficulty with my recording software and handling windowed and full screen mode, so I'm still working on dealing with those issues right now. So what I think I have to do here is tile this, because otherwise I think that the wires won't run very well through the dirt. But I'm going to give it a shot here. Let's see, power. Can I do that? Can I like run? Well, I have no materials. Alright, that's also something that could be a problem. So what we'll do is we'll dig out this copper here to give us those materials. So let's grab us some copper. I'm going to have them dig only the copper. I'm not going to do a sweeping dig command here, because I don't want the other stuff right now. You know, I don't need any coal, I believe this is. Yeah. Right, great. Thanks for digging that. I didn't want to have to prioritize it. I'm super glad you went ahead and did that on your own, because that allows me to then go here and run some electrical wire from here to here, and then over here, and then up here. And my issue with wanting it to be visible is that I think it decreases decor, which can be a problem later on, you know, that we're going to have to constantly manage. So reducing the damage to that is really good. I'm going to do my best to, you know, keep my decor up. I'm not sure if that's going to be a thing I'm able to do right now. Again, haven't really gotten very far in game, so you know, I'm not sure what's going to happen totally late game here, or even mid game really. All right, so we're sleeping again. Everybody has a bed this time, so that's nice. And because nobody had any form of like snoring or anything terrible like that they do, we won't see any, you know, problems with that. We're going to turn off our power grid overlay now. I don't know why I keep leaving those on. I guess I just don't notice or care. I don't know. What are you doing here? What are you doing? Oh, okay. So you're just picking up the muck root. There's a lot of plants down here that we will need to dig up. Those are really good for us, and we will be digging them up. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. Let's click the dig command and have you grab all of these lovely plants for us. And those can just be put into storage for when we have a little more time to get, you know, toward the farming situation. Alright, so this means no power. So did we not wire power to you? I honestly thought we did here. Alright, let me figure out what I've done wrong. Wow, that's exactly what I've done wrong. So let's do that. So now these all should be connected, yes? They're just not, there's just not enough power. Which means this is just because nobody's generating any. And what we're going to do about that is we're going to go up here to jobs, and we're going to figure out who runs best, which I believe is Otto, because he's a runner. And we're going to say, hey Otto, you produce power, but everybody else, no thanks. And then we're going to go to prioritize, and we're going to go to an 8, and we're going to click the 8 on the wheel here. Why an 8 and not a 9? Well, I figure we should have an emergency priority number. And so if we put the stuff we really want to be very important on 8 and then have 9, then everyone will go ahead and do the 9s as opposed to the 8. So we're going to do only 8s most of the time unless, you know, it's a real fucking problem. And we need to do this right away. So then we're going to say fabricate. Oh, well, first mush bar, which is really gross, by the way. An edible putrefied mud slop, preferable to starvation, but only just barely. And you know what? I agree. It's a disgusting bar of mud that has been, I guess, somehow infused with microbes to make it disgusting. So it's extra fucking nasty. But we're going to go ahead and make 5 of those anyway, even though they're absolutely gross. But let's see, we have breathable gas that has leaked down here. So these guys aren't having too much trouble of a time when it comes to getting the water and not dying, which is super nice. There's a bit of breathable gas over here now. We're going to start producing a bit more oxygen with this guy here. So oxygen is becoming, you know, less of a problem, but not no problem. We've got the microbe musher going to be eventually worked on here. We can probably go ahead and increase its priority as well, because we do need food. I mean, it is a priority. We are 19,000 kcals, which isn't incredibly awful with only the 3 people going on here. But it will eventually become quite the problem. So let's go ahead and prioritize again. I think 8 for now, because we can always turn this machine off completely when it is no longer necessary. So we'll keep it on 8 for when it is on and operational. So that as long as it wants to be operated or needs to be operated, people will definitely do that. Alright, so there we go. We've got stuff going on. Seth is going to go ahead and do that for us. Look at this disgusting... I mean, look, it's fucking absolutely terrible. But this is what we have to feed ourselves for right now. We have insufficient oxygen generation, which means we are not generating as much oxygen as we are using. But, you know, we can look at our reports. We can do that. Let's do that. Alright, our generation is 61 kilograms. We've removed... No, God, yeah, we're definitely not generating nearly as much as we're using. But, you know, it's still early days, guys. It's early days. So we're not going to be too concerned about how we're doing there. But what we can do, I think now... Oh, Lord, we have a replicant available. That also usually triggers me to say, you know, yeah, no, definitely. Alright, guys, I think that's actually a fantastic time to end our episode. Thanks for watching me ramble and play this game. If you'd like to see more of me doing that, please hit the like button, and if you'd like to see even more in the future, go ahead and subscribe so that you'll know about it. You know, I'm going to try to do this on a daily basis, so hopefully we can manage that. And you guys keep coming back to check it out. I'll see you guys later.